Hello and welcome to my channel. I'm Shirley and today the video is going to be about getting ready for our holidays and what we have to do for our plants when we before we go through that door with our suitcase to be assured that our plants are going to be okay while we're away. So let's get started. First thing you should do is look at your collection. Now, as you can see, just looking at this, there is a whole collection here of different types of plants. I've got Sansevierias, I've got Hoyas, Calatheas, philodendrons, anthuriums, various different plants, and the lovely pothos. And basically, what you have to do is just think to yourself which ones are most susceptible to needing water. Now that's going to be your Calatheas for sure, and your Marantas. I would include that as well. Just look around the house, nerve plants and Tradescantias, as I've got one down there. They're in need of water very regularly. They need humidity. So that's those. Then look at the other plants that are a little bit more self-sufficient, which is your Sansevierias and your succulents. They hold a lot of moisture, so you don't have to worry too much about those, but you don't want to drown them because they really don't need it before you go away on holiday. The next thing you need to do is before you start to do anything else, I would go around and check your plants for bugs. This time of the year, they can come out, just so suddenly. So go through your plants, look under your leaves, between your leaves, down into the stems, which is where they love to hide, and check them over. If you've got some bugs, remember who they are. Get them away from the other plants, even when you take them into a room before you go on holiday. And you need to treat them. So treat them with an alcohol rubbing spray. If you buy some rubbing alcohol, 1 part in here in a spray bottle of rubbing alcohol and 3 parts of water. And then give it a good shake, mix it all up and spray them. Now, after you've sprayed them, let them stand for half an hour or so and then rinse them off somewhere. You could be outside under, your hose, or you could just get a couple of big bottles or a bucket of water or something and then just rinse them all off. When you get them in, let them dry and then have a look at your leaves. If you can get anything off that might be still there, get it off. Give it one more spray and anything that was next to it, I would spray that as well, even if you can't see anything on it. Now, this spray is a bit smelly, but you've got to do it. You've got to kill these things, otherwise they'll be on your other plants. So once you've done that, I would then think about putting them in your bathroom. I always put mine in my bathroom. Either put them on a great big tray about that deep, a big square tray you can get at a garden centre. Put water in that and make sure that each plant that goes in is in its covered pot, not the one that's got the holes in the bottom. So you just sit them like that, you put them into the tray and the water comes up around them. Make sure then that you make up some water with some water softener, which is what I always profess is the right thing to do. A few drops of this goes a long way, and then you can water everything. Sit them in the tray, especially the Calatheas, the Marantas, Tradescantias, anything that you think really does need a lot of water and humidity. So sit them in the tray and water them. They then should be okay while you're away. Your other plants, you can do the same thing in another tray, or you can just give them all a nice big saucer underneath. A nice big saucer underneath with water on might well do the trick. If you think you're going to go away for more than a fortnight or a fortnight, then I would just go and get another tray. I mean, if you have 2 of those trays, it's amazing how many plants you can put in them. If you've got a plant that may have been affected by bugs and you've just sprayed it, then put that in a tray with the ones that were next to it away from all the other plants and put them all in the bathroom. If they're in the bathroom with the bathroom door open, I would leave it open. There will be an airflow in the room. There is natural moisture in the air from the sink, the toilet, the shower, the bath. And then you've got your trays. So provided you've given them a good drink, you've put them in their trays that are specially for them, and they're there, they should be fine. But if you want to put them in another room, then I would definitely look at the windows, because you want to put them under the window, and it needs to be under an east or north facing window. I wouldn't put them under a south facing window or a west, because you might go on holiday. Sorry, it's my little dog. You might go on holiday and the weather's just nice, and then while you're away there's a heat wave that you didn't expect, and those plants are near the south facing window or on a table right by it. It's a bit of a risk, isn't it? Now, another thing is, what I have said is really common sense, and I'm sure most of you do this sort of thing anyway, but there are things out there and people out there that say that you can use these kind of strings, the cords that suck up the water, and you can tuck them down inside your pot, and then you've got a cup somewhere filled with water and it's soaking it up, so to speak. Well, you can, but personally I find that my plants survive so much better if you do what I've just said, and that is, you check the bugs, you give them a good drink the night before you go, you put them on a tray. You could do this all the night before you go, or the day before the day you go. Get them on that tray, get the tray with some water in it, because that's going to be vital, because if they dry out but they've got that tray with water, it will do the trick. It will keep them going until you get back. If there's something you've got the same as me, perhaps if you've had problems with your calatheas, whatever, just leave a comment. I'll try and get back to you as soon as I can. If not, if you've just enjoyed the video, please let me know. And I want you all to have wonderful holidays. I really do. Go by the sea and just go and see friends, whatever. Have a great time, and don't worry about your plants. And I hope I've helped you with all of these ideas. If you like a beautiful collection of plants, I've just done a video on Sizzling Summer Collection. I've done another video in depth on calatheas, all that you need to know about looking after your calatheas. This is a new video with new ideas, so I think that one is a good one to go to as well. And thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you again in the next video. Thank you. Bye.